Hi, I'm Mike LaChapelle. Welcome back to Innovation by Design. This is Module 2, where we will cover customer segment component of the business model canvas. Now, this is the first in a series of modules that will introduce each of the components of the business model and share insights. In this module, we'll look at who our customers are, how we group them, as well as how we understand the idea of value from the customer's perspective. Now, the first element we need to consider is the type of market you are entering with your startup or innovation. The type of market will often determine where your focus has to be in engaging the customers. Differentiation, matching to a particular subsegment of the market, or education. You need to ask yourself, is this an existing market where the customers are known and competition is well documented, and your efforts will have to be on proving how you're different from the incumbents? Better, faster, cheaper? Are you going to resegment the market by going after a particular level, balancing price and performance so that you're going after only part of the full market? Think of what the Japanese did when they entered the North American car market. Are you going to resegment the market by going after a particular niche of the whole market, where you match your offer to the specific needs of a subset of the whole market? As an example of that, think of the GoPro, a video camera designed specifically for active people and sports people. Or is this a new market, one that doesn't exist, where your challenge will be to get customers to understand what you are selling and how it will help them with their outcomes in ways that perhaps they haven't thought about before? And there is no better example of this than the iPad. Next, we need to know, who are these people or organizations within the market? How are we going to group them so that we can best address their needs? Your customer segments represent groupings of people and organizations for which you are creating value. And this may include non-paying users, as well as paying customers, or even members of an association. A business model may define one or more segments of customers differentiated by their needs. Now, for a long time, and still prevalent in many companies and startups and incubators, the focus has been on using demographics, characteristics, and psychographics as a basis for segmenting and understanding your customers. And we believe that customers are not motivated by who they are, where they live, how much they earn, or how many children they have in their family. Customers are motivated to purchase or use products and services because they have to get something done, or they have to solve a problem. Customer segments should be defined by the outcomes they're trying to achieve, most effectively indicated by the jobs they're trying to get done or the problems they're trying to solve. Focusing on and creating segments based on the results they're trying to achieve is what we call outcome-driven innovation. The need that each segment has to get its job done or problem solved becomes the driver of the value proposition. By developing a deep understanding of the customer's jobs and problems, their desired outcomes, known as gains, and the barriers or frustrations that they experience, the pains, you can design a value proposition that's highly likely to be important to the customers. To quote from a famous study, people buy a drill not because they want to own a drill. They have to drill a hole. Once you understand that is the motivation, you can quickly see that there are two types of people who drill holes: construction workers, home renovators, each with a very different set of needs. And as you look deeper into the construction workers, you can see that workers' tools are often bought by the construction company, and that company has a very different set of needs around getting a contract done. So once the customers have been grouped based on their job, their problems, one can begin to look deeper into the needs and the patterns and perhaps differences that may require subsegmenting. To summarize, understanding who are your customers and how we create segments for whom we design value involves understanding two critical things. First, what type of market are you entering? And second, what is motivating your customers? The latter requires understanding the jobs they have to do, or the problems they have to solve, and being able to determine their gains and their pains.